welcome to the TNA Talk, Wilbur. A really good pleasure having you on the show today.
Thank you so much. It's indeed a pleasure, to be here on the show and discuss a few things with you. Really looking forward to it.
Great. We'll be discussing a lot on Indian football and how football agents work, etc., as well as we go on. But the first thing that I'd like to ask you is about your lockdown diaries or lockdown chronicles. It's definitely a tough time for the rest of the world. So how's the lockdown going for you, right?
Well, the lockdown's not been, any much of a difference to me. What matters right now is, just follow the instructions and to stay indoors, keep yourself safe. Just keep yourself in positivity, focus on what really matters, and just follow the normal routine. And that's what I've been doing. The vibe and atmosphere in the house has been, pretty much the same. So, I'm really enjoying my time at home. Where normally, during the normal routines, I do not get enough time to spend with my family because of work and other commitments. But now I have enough of time to be around with them. Okay, and the rest of it is the same, like work and other things. It keeps going, and it's been fantastic experience so far.
With football being paused for probably around 2 months, I mean the rest of the world basically. I guess there was one going in Korea probably, and was it the Bulgarian league? I don't quite remember, but I guess these two were the only countries where the football was really going on, because these two countries handle the situation very well. So right now we see the Bundesliga back as well, and as in India's case, we had the ISL final behind closed doors, which is quite odd because a lot of fans were expected, and it was quite a disappointment that the players couldn't celebrate with the fans after winning the trophy as well. I mean, ATK. So yeah, so that's the situation in the world right now. But moving on to football, you work for Inventive Sports UK, which is led by Baljit Rihal as well, and you have a guy called Shakil as well, who's a colleague of yours. And I want to know a few things about Inventive Sports UK, how you guys work, and what do you do?
So basically, when you just yes, I personally do miss football. Um, we were there for the semi-finals, myself and Baljeet in Goa. We had two of our clients, who were part of the semi-finals, Nereus Valskis and Lucien Goyan. And it was very overwhelming, to be a part of their journey throughout the tournament and just see how they could progress to the finals. Um, Courtesy to a fantastic goal by Vasquez in the semis, to seal their berth. Um, I was, going to make it to the finals once again a week later, but unfortunately, because of the circumstance, couldn't really make it to the finals. But nevertheless, watched the game on TV. Um, Tough luck that Chennai didn't actually win it. But on the other hand, we did have another client, so we had a little bit to celebrate. Um, Joby Justin was crowned
Yeah.
champions with 80K. Vasquez won the Golden Boot with Chennai in 15 goals, 6 assists. It's been a revelation for him. Um, was very nice. In fact, journey's been fantastic. Good end to the season. Um, yes, really looking forward to how the situation copes up and how things get better and how football resumes soon. Um, and just looking forward to that. Talking about inventive sports, we're not anything as such. I would say personally, obviously we are a company, but we are like a family. I would say we do not work for anyone there. Like it's not me working for Biljit, or it's not Shakil working for Biljit, or Biljit working for us. It's we work with each other, and that has been one of the one of the things that has kept us bonding together strong. Okay, we've been there for each other. Say for example, if I needed support in something, I was always given support. If Shaquille needed support in something, there was always support given to him. So it's just that we contribute towards each other's development, growth. It's been a wonderful journey. Every day we're learning, we're progressing, and we're evolving, and that's the best thing about this. The best thing about keeping yourself with Inventive.
Absolutely. And you guys have a really good set of clients as well, especially in Indian football. The likes of Ian Hume, like you said, the two names, like you said, the Chennai guys. And when you come to Kerala, you have Sahal Abdul Samad, who is one of the most talked about players in Kerala here. And I'm basically from the north side of Kerala, so Sahal is relatively close to where I live. And Jobby Justin is another player who's from Kerala as well. So a little bit biased for the Kerala boys from my side, but yeah, you guys have a really, really good set of clients. Rafael Augusto, another guy. And when it comes to managers, Steve Coppell, who's one of the greatest managers probably to manage in India, I would say, because he's done a really fair and a good job probably in his career, in his managerial career, even if it was in England or even if it was in India, because he achieved a lot with Kerala Blasters. Unfortunately, they couldn't win the league, but under Kopel, the Blasters had arguably their best season, I would say. So you have a really, really good set of clients. And something that I want to ask you is, how do you interact with the clients? Is it like you guys interact with them on a business front, or is it all professional front, or you have the emotions mixed in and stuff like that?
Speaking for myself and at Inventive Sports, I really do not uh, believe in having any business kind of relationship with any of the players that I manage. Be it an Enium, Rafael Augusto, Lucien Goyan, Darius Valskis, Andy Keo, or be it the youngest of the youngest boys, like Zaid bin Walid, Nikhil Pal, um, Johnson Matthew, or coming down to Indian internationals, like Sal Abdul Samad, Jobby Justin, etc. The relation that I and Inventive have with these lads, is a very personal kind of relationship. It's for me personally, just talking about how I interact is, yes, as you said about emotions and things, it's a lot of things involved out there, and for me, I treat each of them as my very own family, and it definitely reciprocates the very same way they take me down as a brother, and that's how it's been. I really feel they've never made me feel like felt like an agent or anything as anyone from the outside, but have always loved me, given me that respect, and we've always felt that we're the same and we're one family, and that's the best thing about working with these guys together, and that's how I believe, because see, having been a footballer myself, I personally knew, what it would take, to be into these players' shoes, because apart from football, they have their other things as well that they look after, and at times, there are things that bothers them or maybe gets to their mind and things, so it's what I prefer in is, not just I just don't prefer being an agent, just going down to negotiating their contracts or maybe just getting them the endorsements and sponsorships and stuff, but I prefer to be with them during the difficult moments. Okay, uh, be with them, when it matters the most, because I feel that is more important, and love, giving them the love that they need, giving them the respect that they need, is the most important thing, in today's world, and that is how I prefer to be with my players, and that's how, at times it does backfire. Okay, but it really, it really um, is a challenging one, and I'm really happy because all of my players do reciprocate the same way, and you know it's just been a fantastic journey so far, I can see.
That's really great to hear, because the player agent relationship is one of the most important things in football. Because if a player falls out with his agent, the impact is really, really huge, and it's a really a big mess as well. And when we talk about football agents as fans, uh, we tend to have a slight negative impression of agents. Obviously, when people talk about the likes of Mino Raiola, Jorge Mendes, Seluk, etc., the big legend, I mean, big agents in Europe, especially when you talk about Mino Raiola, you hear all the negative stuff about him, but you see him getting a lot of clients, which basically means that he's doing something right for his players. So yes, the World Series probably the negative parts. That is one of the biggest advantages of social media these days as well, because every single criticism will be magnified, and at the end probably that is probably the thing that gets really out to the people as well. So as a football agent in India, how does the whole thing work? How is the industry in India? I mean, since the inclusion of the ISL, how's the football been in India? Or as a football agent, how do you work with different clubs, different players, and is it tough at times dealing with different people?
Um, yes, at times it could get a bit tough. It could get a bit difficult, but that doesn't mean. See, I'll be very honest. There's a time, where every agent somewhere or the other would stumble in his life, but that doesn't mean you give up or you sit back and you take a back seat. For me as a person, having instilled with some qualities like never giving up, it's been something that I never like to do. If I'm in the game, I am 100% there. Okay, no matter, even if I fall, even if I'm injured or I'm broken, I will still get up. I will still make the effort. Because if I'm committed to something, I want to make sure it is done, irrespective. If it takes me one attempt or it takes me 50 other attempts. I would take that as an opportunity. To just get up and try one more time. Yes, the industry could get hard on you at times. It could get cold on you at times. Okay, but as an agent, you just got to keep knocking. You just got to keep knocking, and someday or the other day, the doors would open. If not the next door would open. That's how the mentality. You need to be very strong in the head, and that's what I am, and that's how I've been taking it. All this way so far. Talking about agents, yes, you do something wrong, and it gets to the light. Okay, but however, there's several other right things that you do where it seldom isn't noticed. But talk again, coming back to the agent and the relationship between the players and things, there needs to be certain aspects of like trust, honesty, integrity, discipline. And if at all one of the party, I would say either the player or either the agent is dishonest, okay, or be it whosoever in between, okay, it could be a very dirty or a very shabby business, I could say. uh, to make sure that there is smooth functioning, there is everything is done the right way. It's very important, to be honest, to be very upfront. And coming to this point, let me just emphasize on this. Uh, when we do get on to sign a player, as I said, I do have a very personal kind of relationship with each of them. Um, what I say to them is one thing that I've always said to my boys. Listen, if you have any problem, uh, remember that I'm always there for you. Be it 2 a.m. in the night or be it 10 a.m. in the morning, I'm still going to be there for you. And if there's something that has gone wrong, okay, feel free to reach out to me. If there is something that you want to discuss about, something that bothers you, feel free. I'll be your person. I'll be your man. To stand by there, to stand there for you. Irrespective how difficult the going gets. Because that is what is important, and that actually matters, as I said to you earlier. So that's how it's been so far.
Correct.